Hello and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going out to the Ashley Homestore and we're going shopping for home decor items that we can find on clearance. So you know that Ashley Furniture is a furniture store, obviously, but they also have really nice accessories and home decor, lamps, things like that. And they discount them very nicely once they're done using them on displays and things like that. So I like to come in here from time to time just to check out what items I can find on a deep clearance. And the thing that I like about their accessories are that they are very different. They're unique. Sometimes you see some of the items that you might see over at Home Goods or Home Sense, things like that. But a lot of times you see items that are a lot more unique, but you can get them at those same discount prices that we're always looking for. They also have really nice wall art, so I'm always looking at that as well when I come into the store. Now, here's an abstract wall art that caught my attention. I love the colors in here. It's got some browns, some blacks, some whites. It just looks like paint splatter, but I just love the look of this. I thought it was a really nice piece. They wanted $300 for this piece. That one obviously was not on sale, but you know, you have to look at it. If you see something that you like, you have to check out the tags because sometimes they will be on sale. This table here caught my eye only because I recently thrifted a lamp with a base similar to that, and so it caught my attention and I wanted to get a closer look at it. I thought it was cute. I wouldn't purchase it, but it was $249 for that on sale. I'm not in the market for a table lamp, but I always take a look at their table lamps just to see, because they do have some really different ones in here, so I like to look at those as well. They are having their Memorial Day sale now, so most of the items they were explaining to me are going to be an additional 20% off, so that's nice. So if you're in the market for furniture, home decor, that type of thing, you might want to check them out over this long weekend because you just might be able to get a little bit more of a savings. I like this clock here. It was $27 on clearance for this. I thought that was a really nice piece with the wood on one side, black on the other, and the gold hands. Very nice. This credenza here was really different. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but yeah, this is what this one was costing, $1,099. For that piece. Here's another beautiful piece of wall art. I love abstract art and I love the colors that are in this one. This one was $150, which I didn't think was too bad at all considering the size of it, and it was definitely on par with what you would pay at like a Home Goods or Home Sense for your artwork, but it was better quality. Like you could really see the texture and everything. That was nicely done. Now, when I come in here, I'm always looking at these random racks that they have, and I'm going to show you what to look for when you go into these furniture stores. They will have these random racks throughout the store, and that's where they house a lot of their clearance rack items. And it won't just be one, or at least it's not ever just one in this store. They'll have them throughout the store, so you really have to do a whole walk through the store to check them out and see what you have. And some days the things are cheaper than others. I was checking out those faux books because I thought those were nice. This is a really nice showroom. I enjoy coming in here. This is a store that's located in Pineville, North Carolina. If you're in the area, it's a very nice showroom in here. And they do have that room in the back there that they consider their clearance center. So you can go back in there and see if you find any good items as well. My eyes are on this clock here. This one is all black here. It's a little bit more. That one is $66, but very similar to the one we just saw over on the other side. I like this vessel. I love the texture that they had, and it was $150 for that, which I thought was grossly overpriced. We know we can find items like that over at Home Goods. I am spotting another nice piece of wall art, so let's go over and get a closer look at that. This wall art, I really like. I love abstract art, and that's the color palette that I really love. They have a couple of them in this same color palette, but I really like those. This horse here is $74. I really like that. It had a nice little weight to it. But yeah, it was $74. It's on a base there, but I really like that type of structured horse or whatever. Really nice abstract piece. And speaking of horses, check out these lamps over here. Now, I was not a fan, but I wanted to get a closer look at them. Look at these little horse lamps. These are very different. They were $120 a piece for these. Yeah, I'm not sure where you would style those. I guess maybe if you had like a formal library or something like that, those would be nice, I guess. Okay, so I found another clearance section here, and this lamp caught my eye. It was $75 for this. Is a nice lamp for that price. Very nicely discounted, very nice different piece. Got a lot of weight to it too, so it's pretty good quality there on a marble base. And you can see that these items that are over here are priced at 70% off. They've got some hurricanes there. They've got some mirrors, a floor lamp, a dresser, just random pieces here. But I'm telling you, when you go into an Ashley Furniture, always seek out those clearance sections because you never know what you will find. This lamp here is $39 for that. It's a little bit older in style, in my opinion. This chair is actually nice, and that's not a bad price for that. Nice little chair. And the white, $200 for that piece. This dresser is actually nice as well. If you like the wooden pieces, I love that chevron design on it. Let's see, if I had blinked, I would have missed this area because this is like a little hallway. I think this might lead to the bathroom. There's a water fountain there or whatever. And they just randomly had this discounted items in here. So definitely make sure you seek this area out if you go into an Ashley Furniture because you never know what your store may have. They also had rugs in here today on clearance. You can see the prices here, $77, $87, $167. Not bad. And these are some very heavy duty, nice quality rugs. Yeah, they had some nice pieces in here, like that black rug there. I really did like that one, the black and white one there. That piece of wall art, I like that as well. I'm seeing this color palette here that they have a reoccurring theme through this store with those colors, and I am loving them. Beautiful earth tones with that kind of a orangey brown color. That's a nice combination. I feel like they have really stepped up their game as it relates to wall art and decor pieces and even table lamps, but not so much with their furniture. They still have a lot of older style furniture pieces, and they really haven't done a lot in terms of innovation and kind of keeping up with the times with some of their furniture pieces, I should say. But they do have furniture pieces for every decor style. So if you're looking for that traditional, that farmhouse, you're going to see a lot of that, less on the modern contemporary side, in my opinion. I spotted these vases here, and I really like this. Here's another clearance section in here. These are $30. They had quite a few of these as well. It would have been nice if they had had some in different sizes so that you could get a pair of them or whatever, but they were all the same sizes. That pillow there was really nice as well. Just a lot of random decor pieces that I like to take a look at. I really like this table lamp here. I love the lampshade shape of it. It's like the oval and the base on it with the texture. Thought that was really nice. Now, I'm not sure why, but this piece was $179. It was a nice piece. I liked it and all, but I was very shocked at how expensive that was. And they had several of those in the store today. About a year ago, I came in here and they had clearance wall art for $10. I cleaned up on that day. I was so happy about that find. And I found other decor pieces over the years in here on deep, deep discount. So that's why I always come in here looking. Today, haven't really seen anything earth-shattering, but, you just never know. That amber lamp was really pretty. I really like that. I love the color of that. I'm kind of trying to go away from the amber now. I kind of introduced that back in the fall in my home, and I used it through fall and winter and then early spring. I'm trying to back off of it a little bit now that we're entering into the summer months, but I still love it, and it'll definitely be back once we get back into the cooler months. I am spotting some more wall art that I want to get a closer look at. I really, really like it, and as I mentioned before, most of these art pieces in here today are all in this same color palette. Very, very neutral earth tones, very pretty. I really like those faux books that they have with the lines on the side. Those are really nice, but at $34, I thought that was a little bit expensive. Though that mirror there was very nice. It was $18 for that kind of like a smoky glass. I thought that was really pretty. Pillows are something else that you can find in here on sale. I have found very, very nice pillows on clearance at the furniture stores, both here and Haverty's. I love coming in there for that reason to check those out. But mostly in Ashley, I'm looking at the decor pieces and what I can find in that area. I did see this bowl here that I thought was beautiful. It's something that we're seeing the shape of it all around at different stores these days, but the color of this was so, so pretty. It was bronze, but I just thought that was so nice. Not $150 nice, but nice. I miss those wall art pieces there with that neutral color. Looks sort of like a maize bouquets. I missed those while I was in the store. I'm just seeing those now as I'm doing this voiceover. But I did check out this art piece here, and it caught my eye because this looks like a C, which is the first initial of my name. So I had to get a close look at this. It was $74 for that. I was kind of disappointed in that because I really did like that piece. But $74 was a bit much. But that's a piece I'll keep my eye out for when I come back over here to see if they put it on clearance, because that's what they do over here at Ashley. You'll see something for one price, you come back again, and it's marked way, way down, and that's when I score. So let's come over here to this area and take a look at this little buffet. I love the way that they have it decorated, but this lamp has caught my attention, so I have to get a price on that first. I have a lamp similar to this that I got from Home Goods, so I'm trying to see if the price is comparable, and that one is twice as much as what I paid over at Home Goods. I like this lamp, and I love those bookends, and here are those art pieces again. They're not really letters, I guess, because this one is turned backwards or whatever. I'm not sure what they are, but I like them. But look at those bookends. Are those not nice? I really like those. This wall art, again, there's those neutral pieces again. They've got some nice chairs set up here and these little cubbies here. I really like this black one there. And they've got some lamps and things like that set up over here. They've got another piece of neutral abstract art hanging over here. Very nice. They've got some really nice accessories in Ashley Furniture. I really, really have enjoyed this walkthrough. I hope that you have enjoyed it as well. And if you have, please don't leave today without giving me a thumbs up. If you're in the market for any accessories or furniture or things like that, check them out over the weekend because, like I said, they are having their Memorial Day sale. So check them out. Your store may have more deeply discounted items than mine. You never know. So if you are looking for things like that or looking for a potential good find, check out Ashley Furniture. Don't sleep on them if you're looking for home decor pieces. I would like to thank all my returning family members for stopping back by. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that you all have a nice long weekend, and I hope that I see you all over here on my next one. Bye-bye.